Like, share, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. It's blinking, all right. Hey, political Wednesday. I'm going to give you my forecast for Wednesday. Hope it's better than what I gave you for Tuesday. But you know how it is. Grandma wants to buy shares at 227. She's probably going to get them. Oh boy. But expect the unexpected. Right here is the 5-minute chart, and one thing that I'll point out before we get into my Wednesday ideas and the political end of this thing that's causing our little problem here, in Grandpa's humble opinion. Don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice, by the way. Uh, that's the rules. So, today we've got a low of 232.04 and a high of 238.96. She gapped down a couple dollars pre-market, and she just kept right on going down. This is the 5-minute chart. Now, what I wanted to point out here is that since 10:30 a.m. this morning Eastern Time, we've been running between 233 and 235.50. Tight range, just unbelievably tight. $2.50 range all day, hour after the open, and she's gonna snap again. It snapped down this morning, and that was unexpected. They really, we're playing against a supercomputer, and if you want to beat them, Grandpa's humble opinion, Tesla's going to be 3, 5, 7,000 in 5 years, maybe sooner. That full self-driving, if they get that through, that's could generate far more money than all of Tesla's car selling. And there's just too much good going on with Tesla. The future is bright. Another thing I wanted to mention is, back when Grandpa first started buying Tesla, was about $950. That was before the reverse split. And a reverse split doesn't hurt you. It just gives you 3-to-1 shares, what it does. And they took it down to $300. When it was at 900, they took it to 300. And but one thing that happened that I noticed, and it was really hard to get used to trading daily, like Grandpa does quite often, and that was back when it was up in the 900 range and above, even up to 1,000. I believe I did buy some shares in the 1,000 range early on, but anyway, which is just a little over $300, not no big deal in our world today. But back then, the range throughout the day was usually about $20, and a slow day was about $10. And now, ever since they did the reverse split, that changed it, and now a huge day is $20. A regular day is that $7 to $10, and a tight day is $5. Area 5 to 7 is tight, and we're about 680 today approximately for a range so far. And I don't think it's going to change much. I really I'd be surprised if they break out the bottom today yet, or if they break out the top. I'll really be surprised today. But uh, okay, so political. I'm going to go through my charts here before I quit, but I want to talk. Grandpa never talks about political on my channel. I just have avoided it, but there's too much garbage going on, and I'm hearing other analysts that are starting to bash Elon and act like they believe this mainstream garbage that's being spread. And the latest thing they got going, well, what they did before, and they've done this multiple times, they'll put out a big headline. All the Tesla vehicles are recalled in the United States. All the Tesla vehicles have been recalled in China, or half of them, or whatever the case is. That's the big headline. And then 10 lines below it, you find out if you, but no, most people don't read it. They read the headline. And oh, the sky is falling. And then they find out it's a software update. Whenever they say anything bad about Tesla or Elon, read the articles. Get off that mainstream media that's got it in for Elon. And I'm going to tell you why they have it in for Elon in a little bit. I know why they hate Elon. Elon is a threat to them, and he's got money, he's got power, and they view him as a threat. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. But and then the other one now is the latest one is the drug thing. Headline after headline today and yesterday, and the guys that are doing talking about where to buy Tesla at, and they're talking about Elon's drug problem, and that the board of directors is looking into it now, and so on. And Elon has come out and denied it. He's got proof of it. He's on an antidepressant drug. And when you read their articles, the headline is Elon has alleged drug problem. Okay? Alleged drug problem. Elon has no more drug problem than Grandpa. I take a baby aspirin every morning. And so Elon takes his prescription pill for antidepressant, and half of America's on them pills. I know many. I have a lot of relatives that are on antidepressants because they got to be around Grandpa. But Grandpa's not on them. Grandpa's happy. Well, when you're married to Grandma, you just don't need too much pills. So anyway, it's a fake narrative that the mainstream media is just promoting like crazy. It's all over, all the different channels, and the pundits, the analysts are all talking about Elon's alleged drug problem. It's dirty, and Elon, poor guy, and it. I believe it drove us down. This latest round of garbage, because if Elon isn't going to be the CEO of Tesla, Tesla will really drop. If they can do him in somehow. Same with this Twitter thing. Elon got Twitter, or X as he calls it, so that we have a place where the mainstream media cannot control the narrative. You guys got to wake up and smell the roses. Now, why are they doing this to Elon? Why are they doing this to Elon, attacking him with these false narratives over and over. The drug thing, anything they can think of to attack them, they do it with their false narratives. Why? Well, have you ever heard of disingenuous? I mean, DeSantis. DeSantis, Elon came out way back, and first thing he did was he came out and said he'd never voted Republican, but he was going to. That's enough to set these bad boys off, and the attacks have been relentless ever since. And then he came out and said that he was in support of DeSantis. And I didn't like that because he's very disingenuous. You probably heard that before. And the reason I say that is he would have never. He was so far behind. The only thing that could help him was Trump. He didn't have a chance of being governor, not even a chance. And Trump got him in. Trump went to work, and he promoted him, and he got him in. And when you have a person like this disingenuous or DeSantis, whatever his name is, and they take and turn on you after you've done what Trump did for him to get him in. And was DeSantis a good governor? Absolutely. Is he a good governor? I believe he is. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you go a little bit with personality. I don't like people that stab somebody in the back when they've been helped. He could have waited 4 years, and he would have had Trump's support. He'd be president. Everything would be wonderful. So that's just Grandpa's opinion, and I probably shouldn't give my opinion, but I'm giving it. And Trump, he can't even campaign. We're going to probably, if Trump's going to get elected, probably going to be from jail because they're doing everything they can to help him out. But so this affects Tesla stock, fake mainstream media, and we've had it for years, and I can remember years back and watching the news. I'm a big news watcher. My dad was, before he passed away, and all through his life was just crazy about watching the news. And Grandpa watches the news all the time. I enjoy it. But it got to the point where the mainstream media, I could watch. Back then, I don't have it now, but back then you had where I could watch the Chinese news and different news outlets. And it seemed like the Chinese news was more real than told more real stuff than NPR, and it's all our outlets are just so biased and just borderline untruthful in so many ways. It's political is gotten to be way too powerful with our media, and you got 7-8 different news media deals, and every one of them is saying the exact same sentence, pounding the narrative. It's sickening. Okay, so let's talk Tesla. And what should you do with Tesla? Buy some Tesla shares, because when they're $3,000, $5,000, $7,000 per share in 5 years or less, you're going to make a lot of money. You can do the math. Uh, 10 shares is $50,000. And that's Grandpa's real opinion. I'm telling you my real opinion. And does, I'm adding shares continually. I have a goal. My goal is to get up to 7,000 shares before it skyrockets. You know the day can come when you can't buy a Tesla share. Uh, when it goes high enough, uh, you know, when Elon bought Twitter, they took it off the exchange. They it's uh, you little guys, regular people can't trade Twitter or X, whatever they call it anymore. And maybe the day will come when Elon will put it back on. But these guys have the ability to take Tesla off of the deal, and you'll sell your shares where it's at. Um, and I don't like that, but uh, do I think they're going to ever take Tesla down? I don't. But you know, when it gets up to $10,000, $15,000, they might. They might just take it down. Who knows? Um, I think they'll just keep doing reverse splits and making it so us little guys can play with it because Elon likes little guys like us. I believe that. And he tries to do a lot for the world. He has done a lot for the world with SpaceX and reusable rockets and you name it. This guy's got it going on. You got the Mega Pack. You got the charging stations across the world. You got the robot. You got full self-driving. That's four things, and all four of them can be bigger than what Tesla's got going with the cars. Um, each one of them, and they're all gaining to beat the band. And there's others. Grandpa can't think that quick. It's too much stuff that Elon does. I think it's like 7 different things he's got going on. He's even got a tunnel company that's productive. But I don't know if that's under Tesla or not. I can't even remember for sure. Right now the price is 234.05. 5-minute chart. Like I say, we're moving completely sideways. They faked Grandpa out big time. I thought we were sailing up today. I thought we'd be going up. Grandma doesn't care. She's trying to get shares at 227. But I'm going to point out a couple things here, if I can get it on a chart, on the proper chart. Here, well, you can kind of see it in the 15-minute. Let's look at the 30-minute and see if it's more clear. Okay, in the 30-minute, this is the 50-minute, 50-day moving average. These yellow lines coming across here, and that were edging upward, still edging upward. And you see how we bounced off them the last few days. We've been bouncing off them, and I thought we were going to hold it this morning, but nope, she went right through it. And I did talk yesterday that if there was probably a pretty good chance we'd sail down to this 100 moving average, which is right about 231, 230.75, 230.70 area. And that would be our next place that she might start bouncing off of, and that's probably going to be tomorrow. And I think she's, you got the whale alert down there at 2:30, and it's for 4 months from now. But the faster they can get there, the more money they're going to make, and it's bearish. It's a sweep. They got to go there to get their deal done with their whale alert, and that's at 2:30. And of course, you got Grandma trying to buy shares at 227, and by golly, she'll probably get them. because Grandma usually, I don't know how Grandma knows what's going on, but she sure does. Grandma, but on the bright side, Grandma's got shares she's going to sell at 268.77. It's a buying opportunity. This it I'm going to say it again. It don't matter if you pay 101.07, 184, 200, 190, or 230 or 227. When it's $5,000 per share, get some shares. Grandpa adds shares every month. Get some shares. You can't play the game if you don't have shares. And when you get them, use the cash account so they can't take them from you, and just keep them. That's the only real way. Then it doesn't matter what that supercomputer is taking 99 and beating up 99% of the traders. It's beating them. They can't beat that supercomputer that the market makers got, that we're playing against, that make these candles. They make everything. And they give us the ability to trade so they can take our money. They love us. And the market makers show Grandpa the blinking, and it's helpful. But they even cheat on that. They shut my blinking off one day and made it all zeros for the whole day. And it was huge moves that day and the next day. And when I call them to find out why my blinking is shut off, oh, we didn't even know that there was blinking. Yeah, right. They don't want you to know. It's they don't play necessarily a fair game, but you can win. Just buy and keep them. If you get up like Grandma, where she's gonna sell some at 268.77, don't sell them all. Just sell. Grandma's happy. Sell some. Rebuy them. We know the corners. Let's look here at. I wanted to look at the 4 hour for a change. Look here how we bounced right off of this 50 moving average, and now we're going to the 100 moving average. She's nasty. But you when I get in these higher time frames, I'll make my point here on it. Here's our trend line. This one here is a year old. We're still above it, but we're heading towards this bus. 220. Grandma's gonna probably get her 227. It might go 225 before she turns completely. I just don't know. And up here you have Grandma's 268, 269. When she goes through 269, you're gonna see it run. She's going up, up, up. But we're out of our. I can't believe how long we stayed in this crazy trend line that Grandpa made. This yellow one, that was phenomenal. But we busted out of it. But we'll go. The reason I'm leaving it on here, I want to watch it go back into it, and I will. And the reason I know that is because we're going to 284 at a minimum, and we're going to 184 on the bottom. I just don't know for sure when and which one is 100% first. Let's look at the weekly. My buddy's down in Louisiana. His uncle passed away, and he took off and went all the way across the United States to Louisiana for a funeral. So the family is lost. He lost an uncle, and that's a hard thing. Okay, so we got the W here is still in play. This thing can go to Grandma's 227 and go back right up to 340, and it's probably what it'll do. Uh, but let's see, where are we at here? What number? 224 something. She gonna bounce off this thing. We might see it. She might come down and bounce into our blue line on the bottom here. 223, 225. It's possible. It's very possible. And on the top side, we're right around 260, 259, 250. By the time it gets back up there, we're at 255, 256, 257, something like that. It's going to be. So this one's over 2 years old, coming down from the high of Tesla. She's never been broken. Uh, we're going to break that line because Grandma needs to break it to get up to this red line. Over here, we were way below this. Now we got to go through it to get to where Grandma wants to sell shares. That I don't think that blue line right here has a chance. Because when Grandma wants to sell shares, Grandma sells shares. So anyway, enough of that. But and just read the article. Don't let these political pundits scare you to death. Look at it as a buying opportunity. The further they can drive Tesla down, the cheaper you can buy your shares. Buy some shares. Tesla is going to go to the moon, and it's not going to the moon. It's going to Mars. Sorry about that. Elon wants to go to Mars. Okay, so and we got a green candle in the monthly. I'll show you that. She's a little sicker looking than it was yesterday, but she's still green. And even if we go to 227, I believe it'll still be green. We'll just have a little higher wick. Okay. And this is our January candle. This candle is, if we turn it into this one, we're at 320 or beyond. This candle is only 9 days old, only about 5 of them in trading days. So she's a young candle, but look here, we're going for our blue lines. It's coming. Oh, 2 years, over 2 years coming down, and a year coming up, right on the money. Right here, we got 1 year of uptrend, and over 2 years of down. And until we break 228, we're still technically in an uptrend. And I got Grandma at 227 buying. Why would I do that if the downtrend is switching? I think they're just going to bounce down enough to give Grandma her fill, and they're not going to close below 228. I think they're going to bounce down, give Grandma her fill at 227, bounce back up around 228, close, and off to the races. Off to the races. That's just what Grandpa thinks. But Grandpa Grandpa, 99% of America was wrong yesterday. I thought we were on our way back up. I thought we had bottomed. I'll tell you, this computer we're playing against is just phenomenal. What they do, and now all day. I'll show you it again in the 5 minute. Absolutely, from 10:30 a.m. to now, We have gone absolutely nowhere. 235.50 at the most on the top end, and actually it's even tighter than that, pretty much. And 233 on the bottom end. She's just tight as a fiddle, and she's gonna snap. Probably after hours. Uh, Maybe tomorrow. I don't know when. It's been tight for 4 or 5 days though. Real tight range. She's gonna snap. I better stop this live stream. It's getting too long. I'll try not to be political, but I can't help it. I don't like it when they do bad stuff to Elon. I don't like it at all. I like Elon. All good things are from the Lord, and Lord willing, I'll talk to you later today. Bye bye.